Hello beautiful people, and welcome to my walkthrough video of the Cannibal in Concord mod. Now, the reason that I decided to do this video is because this mod is actually pretty damn difficult. The creator of the mod, I don't know his username or anything, but he recently added a completely new area to the mod where the difficulty, well, it spikes, to say the least. For those of you who haven't played it, the basic gist of it is you have to find a bunch of keys to progress throughout this cannibal's house. And he's also left a couple of clues behind, although these clues are not... they're not very telling of where the keys are. So the first key is located in this toilet. Actually, you just have to remove this newspaper and there you go. The kitchen key. Once inside the kitchen area, we're gonna find the next key in this sink. And that's the key that leads to the stairwell. Now, the next key, don't judge me for what I'm about to do, but yeah, there you go. The next key is located inside the cat. Also, when you're in the kitchen area, you might as well push this button. It's gonna become relevant later on. But yeah, as you can see, there's a button right there. Now that button, it moves this bookshelf where you'll find the bedroom key. As well as some guts and blood and gore and body parts. Now once we're done here, we're gonna move up to the upstairs area. And make our way into his bedroom. Now the next key is sort of in between the wall and the bed right there, as you can see. Which leads us to the terminal password. And right here is a button, you just have to remove the teddy bear. You know, I like that despite all of the blood and gore and body parts everywhere, he still does have a teddy bear. That's nice to see at least. And as you can see, the next key is located here inside the wall, I guess. Now we're gonna make our way into Albert's office. Now here's a bunch of logs that you can read if you want to. They're actually pretty well written for being a fan-created mod. Now, as you could see, on the desk was the next key. And in here you also have a safe with a bunch of stuff in case you want it. So, now we're done here, we're gonna move on to the basement area, and like I said before, this was the newly added area to the mod. And yeah, this is where basically it's really difficult. By the time that I was first playing this, there weren't any walkthroughs of this mod, so I basically spent, I'd say, a good 60 to 90 minutes on this mod, which the mod itself isn't very long. I mean, this video is about 10 to 11 minutes long, and right here you have to push this button that's located behind the baseball in that guy's mouth. Now this room is fucking hell, essentially. I'm just gonna read this note real quick, and this actually, like I said before, these notes, they're clues to where the keys are. Now, basically the last line of this note leads us to the next key. Because there is a baby behind these boxes inside of the wall. As you can see right there, and he's holding a key. who gives a baby a key. And the next key is located, I'm gonna show you in just a second, right up there. I don't think it, yeah, you can actually see it right now. Pretty well hidden. As you can see, it takes pretty long time to find these keys. Now the next key, this is probably the most difficult one to find, I think. It's located on top of that ceiling lamp. Ceiling lamp, is that in what it's called? This right here is the clue. If you spell out the capitalized letters, it spells out above, referencing the fact that the key is on top of this lamp. And it is pretty difficult to get. So I had to cut a little bit there, and right there I get the key. I wasn't sure if I actually got the key or not, because there was no message of me picking up the key or anything. So I spent some time looking around on the floor, seeing if it somehow flung away or something. Did not. I have it in my inventory, as we're gonna see in just a second. And it's right there. So, moving on. We are now done with this room. This is actually not where you want to go. Not yet. Instead, well, we need the key for that, of course. You want to go in here, lift this basket, I guess. And right there is the security gate key, I think it said. Which brings us to this room. And we already had the key for that door. Move the bucket. And there's our next key. Which leads us to the workshop area. Now, right here, this one is super easy to miss. Just because this is sort of a transitional area. You wouldn't necessarily think there was a key there. But there is. And so next up we want to swim through this area. Now there is a button right behind all of this debris. Push it and that's gonna unlock the next area. It basically moves that bookshelf that we're gonna swim by right now. Now the next key is probably the most hidden one. It's damn near impossible to see. Look at this. It's inside that whatever tanker thing. You can't actually see it, but it's there, trust me. So just pick it up and move on to the lab area. Now the key for the... well, actually it's a password. It's located over here behind this box. Or under it, I should say. And that gives us the lab password. And with the lab password we can unlock the door. And unlocking the door is of course gonna grant us a new key. And that's the secret door key. Which is going to lead us to the last area of this mod. But first we have to push a button that's located inside this fine gentleman's skull, I guess. As you can see right there, once his head falls apart, there is a button. Push it, and that's gonna unveil this door. Now go up to this terminal here. And unlock the last door. Which leads us into an area full of cannibals.
Let's do this.
Now as you can see they're all behind locked bars, so they're not posing much of a threat. And in here we're gonna find Albert at last. Not too difficult, but he is the last obstacle standing in our way. Again, you probably shouldn't have too much trouble taking this guy out. This mod is focused more so on puzzles than combat, as you can see. Now from his body we're gonna take the password to his terminal, which is gonna unlock the very last door of this quest, I guess. And in doing so we're gonna finally reap our reward. So yeah, the final part of this mod is going into this whoopie boopie boop